Hello, all. So, today I'm going to talk about what is inner work and how can we do the inner work? Why do I think it is very important? And what really happens after you do the work for yourself, right? So, first, we'll try to understand what is inner work, right? Inner work is something that you do for yourself to understand what is going inside. And that is why it is called inner work. अंदर का काम, right? So it is not a thing to, fix yourself the way you are. It's more about returning to your uh, original self, your authentic version of you, which got lost because of the noise around, because of the beliefs around, because of the patterns around, because of the situations you faced, because of the people you met, because of all kind of should, must, belief which were imposed on you that is required to do, right? So it is a return to your original state of being. It's about peeling away the layers which you have inherited from people around and slowly let it go to return back to what you really are on the core, which is just you. It's just like finding yourself back. And on that note, when I was working with my coach, I really told her this line that, I feel like I've lost myself. I really don't know who I am anymore. Right? And this works is just that. This work is understanding who you are and returning to who you are, who you were after all these beliefs, thought, should, do, all this list were imposed on you. Right? It's about letting go that owns, that triggers, that past memories, which are not helping you to manifest a life which you really want for yourself. Right? So, inner work is about expanding your nervous system, letting go your thoughts, your beliefs, your patterns, your blocks, your triggers, and letting them all go so that you create space for better things in your life, for better thoughts in your life, for better beliefs in your life, right? And better relationship in your life. So, anything and everything that you want to manifest in your life, be it a job, be it a good relationship, be it relationship with yourself, be it with manifesting money, more money for yourself, or creating a dream life for yourself, right? This all starts with your inner work, right? So, what makes it very important? Because when you don't do the work, you still run in loops, right? It is like you are stuck in the same problem and you don't know why are you stuck in that for so long. You meet similar kind of people and you're not able to learn the lesson that these people are trying to teach you, and then you again attract toxic people in life. You attract toxic relationship, toxic bosses, workplaces, colleagues, and you're not able to get into the roots of why is it always manifesting for you, why a particular incident situation is still repeating in loop for you, right? So inner work is understanding those lessons which you haven't learned, breaking those patterns for yourself, and then when those pattern breaks are slowly with safety, right? You manifest better things for yourself. You release the bond with those people with whom your relationship is not working. You release the need in you to still attract that kind of life for yourself, right? So, um, it's a very structured process, right? It's like peeling layers of yours one by one, digging deep into your thoughts, observe them from a distance, and not understand, oh, okay, where are this pattern even coming from? Where are this belief even coming from? What makes me act in a certain way in different situation with certain kind of people? Why do certain people trigger me the most? And how I have acted in my past because of this? How can I choose a different, how can I make a different choice for myself? Right? And it all boils down to doing your inner work, right? So I'm going to talk a little about how do we do this inner work, right? And the way to do your inner work is simply to be in that investigator mode where you're examining the thoughts which comes to you, which are arising in you, right? And you bring into awareness the thoughts which are not helping you at all. And you clip them off from your body, right? Second thing you can do is definitely you can meditate, right? Meditate on what is happening inside your body, the feelings which you have been avoiding, the patterns which have been for very long and you haven't been able to break, the habits which are not helping you go forward, the beliefs which are unconscious, right? And when you observe yourself and your thoughts, your beliefs, your patterns, right? When they come in your awareness, then the process of deconstructing it can happen. But the first step is to really see them, understand them. So I was in a phase of life where I even did not knew how to do this work, right? I mean, I tried to do it myself, but I was not able to do because I was stuck in that problem for so long because I was not able to see the other side of it. So in order to see the other side of it, I needed someone support, someone help who could show me the other side of the story, right? Instead of believing that this is my reality, there's no possibility. So I came into this work where I really felt like I needed this. It came not from want, it came from need. It came to a point that where I felt like I really need to do this work for myself right now. So meditating is one way. Connecting with yourself is a very important step in inner work, right? Connecting with your thoughts, reflecting on your thoughts, reflecting on ways you behave, right? And then breaking it, making a new choice, right? So that's how we do the inner work. You can also take help of someone to do this work for yourself because sometimes the problems are really heavy on us and we are not able to you know bring ourselves out of it and see it from a distance. And then that point we need help of someone who can be that presence for us where we can see what is not helping us, who can be that support for us to take the step to make a new choice, to make us accountable to make new choices for ourselves, to help us believe in ourselves, where we are not seeing the possibility. When our mind is trying to only show what is not possible. Instead, someone who can help us shift the lens we are seeing the world with, right? There's a um, lot of perspective and beliefs that we have borrowed from people around, right? And we see life through that lens only. So when we meet someone, when we work with someone as a coach, that person help us see the other perspective of the problem. They offer a different kind of lens. They just help us. They be a presence for us to clean that lens, to erase out the dirt, so that we see a different kind of possibility for our life, right? I also do this kind of work with my client where I help them navigate their problems in a slow, supportive, and from an inquiry based approach. My work is a blend of deep thought work, mindset coaching, deep regression work, and also various kind of spiritual aspect of how I have incorporated in my daily life. So also using those tools in my coaching session. If you feel called to do this work, you can always book a first free coaching session, which is for 90 minutes, which I offer to everyone who is for the first time, so that they get to experience what happens in a coaching session, what is in our work, how we do this in our work, and what happens in these safe spaces. Because when you are in a safe space and in a presence of someone who is able to create that safety for you, you remember memories which you have been holding back, right? And which you have suppressed for very long. There may be situations you have made yourself numb because of the repeated exposure of some kind of incidents in your life. Through safety, through deep inquiry, through all the tools that I use, I help my client to achieve exactly that. So I would highly recommend you to start working and start doing the inner work. It's not about uh, being someone else and uh, trying to copy someone or doing some weird kind of stuff to uh, be someone else, right? It's more about finding yourself back again, finding to the core of who you were before these beliefs, before these thoughts were put on you. It it's more about connecting with yourself. And when you connect with yourself on a deeper level, you're also able to uh, connect with people around you on a deeper level, right? So if you feel called to do this work, always go ahead and book a call with me. Start your inner work. Start examining your thoughts, your beliefs, your patterns, right? Sit with them. I would say start with 5 minutes at least every day, trying to understand, where did I go wrong today? If someone told me something, what triggered me about it? Why did it trigger me? What is making it so difficult for me to accept it? Where is it exactly coming from? So those kind of questions, when you ask and when you journal, you know, you get many different insight for yourself. I hope this video helps. I really, really recommend to start the inner work. When you start the inner work right, you like physically, we all grow as a person, right? We all grow every year by age. But when you start the inner work, you start growing here. Like you start growing mentally. You start behaving as a mature person. You start understanding yourself more. And when you start accepting and understanding more yourself more, you also create that space, right, for other people, for them to understand themselves more. I hope this video helps. Thank you.